Okay, bass clarinets, bass clarineters, and I think actually it's just bass clarineter, one. Um, Here we go, you and me, looking at Tears of Arizona. Not Tears, Tears of Arizona. Now, what I would say, first of all, if you haven't watched the video for the whole band, video number one, I think I've labeled it video number one. Please go back and do that, and then come back to this video. Two, make sure you have your instrument and your music because we're going to be playing together. Now, what I would tell you is most of your music is not going to be all that difficult for the first couple of months, month or two, January, February. We're looking at some pretty basic music. However, keep practicing going over your scales, paying attention to the different rhythms. You have just a few here and there. Those are going to come together because coming up into future music, you're going to have more complex parts. I will tell you, bass clarinet is one of my favorite instruments ever. What they add to a band is amazing. It's magic. So, a little bit witchcraft. When I'm really kind of trying to build a band program, the bass clarinets is where I really hammer pretty hard. I try to get a lot of bass clarinets. Tubas and bass clarinets, if you can get both of those built up, that sound is fantastic. Okay, so here we go. So you don't come in until measure 7. You're going to have to be making sure you're paying attention. Now, you're going to have the conducting coming in to measure 7. Then you have rest, breathe, and come in on 3. Then 1, 2, 3, 1, and then crescendo up to that. So can we just take that beginning? And you're just going to breathe where it feels appropriate. Do not breathe between measure 9 and 10. Don't do it. Don't breathe there because we're crescendoing to a note. So it'd be da-da-dee-dum, dum, not good. Okay, so here we go. Measure 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. Now, this clarinet, I think it's more the reed. The reed's still kind of dry. I tried to moisten it before I started this video, but I couldn't get that crescendo. But you, as you're playing this instrument all the time, you'll get that crescendo more and more. 18, in case you don't know the note, it's an A, 1 and 2 on the bottom. And listen to that note. I want a lot of that. Even though it's mezzo piano, not for you. There's never a mezzo piano for bass clarinets in my band. There's always loud and louder. Now that dotted quarter note with the 8th note tied to the quarter note in measure 21, that is just a 1, 2, and 1. Now I've covered that rhythm before, and we should be talking about this in band some as we go over this piece. Okay, measure 24, 25, we're building to 26. Now, if I remember the second clarinet part in the first clarinet part correctly, they're in 20, no, that's later on. That's in 49 and in 50. Yeah, they have a little counterpart to you. So anyways, here we go. So 18, you've got that A, then D, gum, dum in 22 and 23. And then you have the exact same thing in measure 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. And then this part in 32 and 33, I want you to push and propel the band forward. So let's just start there in 32 and just go over this part a little together, all right? And again, I'm sorry, my reed's all dry, but I'll do my best with you. Here we go. 1, ready, and. And that last quarter note, carry it through to measure 34, all the way down to the downbeat. Dee-da-dum, dee-da-da-dum. Right, all the way down to that downbeat. That's huge. That's going to propel that band even further forward. 43, we come back in, piano. Let's take a run at 48, 49, and 50. And I'm looking at 50 thinking you probably are going, it's E, right, 30, measure 30. E, then F sharp, first finger, then G sharp, side key here. E, F sharp, G sharp, A. Okay, it's actually kind of a cool rotation of the hand. It's just dee-da, dee-da-da-dum. You kind of roll your hand around the clarinet like this as you're playing it. all the way up to that A. All right, so let's back up to measure 48 and start there. 1, ready, yeah. Ooh, and I went back to that F sharp in 33 accidentally because I was just so excited about playing that F sharp. I actually got into a different key in my head. So measure 53, you might want to pencil in a little natural sign, and that's an L and an upside down L. Looks like that. Put that in on that measure 53. Other than that, we've got that dotted quarter note, eighth note tied to quarter note, in 62, that syncopated rhythm, dee, gum, bum. Almost feels like a hemiola there. Okay, 70, in case you don't know that note, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that G on the bottom, but then you've got the F leading up to that G. So just that. Right, it's marked piano, but what did I say my rule is? It's loud and louder for bass clarinet in my book. Okay, and that's it. So you're really going to want to listen to the recording that I sent you guys on YouTube and practice this with that recording. It's a lot more enjoyable, a lot more fun, and just keep at it. This song and the other two songs, we're going to try to put this together within 6 to 8 weeks. So keep at it. I'm proud of you guys, and I will see you in the next video.